Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and I'm so happy to be with you here tonight. I'm just kind of finalizing, getting ready while I'm waiting for people to gather, and I see that I need my stamp set, and I need a block. So let me grab that. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight, Corinne, and thank you so much for sharing. Just so you guys know that, just a reminder that when you comment, you get put into my drawing for that particular video. I do give prizes away with each video. Hello, Kim. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you here tonight. Hello, Tasha. Back on dry land. All right. Tasha's been cruising. Super fun. Well, this may be a little bit interesting. I've got card class on Saturday. My Saturday card class is this week, and I've got a bunch of shoe boxes with all kinds of supplies in them. I'm looking for ink to stamp with tonight, and I think it's all the colors I wanted, I think, are packed up. So we'll see how this goes. But that's okay. We will make do. Hey, Marlene, I'm so glad to see you here. Welcome, Sharon and Margaret. Hope you guys are doing well. It is still hotter than Hades here in San Antonio. I think we had 106 or 107 today, which, in August we hit a few of those days, but man, we've had it for 3 months, so we're really sick of this. But, c'est la vie. Okay, so I am glad to be with you here tonight, and I'm going to share with you my Twist Club tonight. So my Twist Club is a class by mail I run every month, and if you do it as a subscription, it's just the easy button. But I wanted to show you because my Twist Club for August is shipping out today, which means September is very much in the plans. So let me show you my September Twist Club, because we are going to step into fall. It may feel hotter than Hades here in San Antonio, but I am leaning into fall, and I'm going to lean into fall with some gorgeous paper. So I'm featuring kind of this suite. This is a beautiful paper that's in our annual catalog called Inked Botanicals, and these are the main colors that are featured in the paper. Corinne, thank you so much for of your Halloween treat box. Okay, I shared your Halloween treat box. Yay, yay, yay. We will have to talk about that and see which one you mean. So this is the paper that you get, a half a pack of this paper in your kit. So let me show you what else comes in your kit. I'm featuring this stamp set, and I'm going to stamp with this tonight. We're going to make something different with it tonight. So here's your half pack of the paper. So that means you get all of these beautiful, beautiful designs. Then we are going to make 8 cards with that. I always provide the envelopes as well, and this is very vanilla. Again, we're leaning into fall, and so this is, you're going to get this duo of ribbon that's in our new mini catalog, because this is coming out in September. Well, it's actually being released today, but I ship this out. You have to subscribe by the 12th, and it ships out on the 17th. So this is a duo, a ribbon duo, and I'm absolutely in love with it. This is, I think they just call it natural ribbon. It's really a lot silkier than some of the other burlap ribbons we've had, really easy to tie with, and this, of course, is the showstopper. And, of course, you can put them together or separately. And, hey, Mary, I'm glad you're here with me today. I'm also giving you a pack of dimensionals this time. So I like to switch things up, change things up. You get about $25 in product each month. So let me show you the cards. I typically give you a pair of fun folds. This time I'm giving you 2 sets of fun folds. So let me show you why I call this cards with a twist, because you're essentially, you do 8 cards they're essentially two of the same design with a twist, and you get 4 sets. So here's one set here, and then you see how this is basically the same card. Now, you can see where I've made some changes, and that's just the way I like to design. I like to switch it up for you, and you'll see lots of touches of this fun ribbon and beautiful, beautiful color palette leaning into fall. So there's one fun fold. This is my quilt card, and we're going to do something a little bit along these lines tonight, and that's playing with the punches that are part of the bundle. So this bundle is a punch bundle, and it has these 2 interesting punches that are part of the bundle. So when you get your kit, all of these die cuts are done for you, all this punching is done for you, and so when your kit comes in the mail, it is ready to stamp and assemble. Now, I told you I'm doing a second set of fun folds this month for September. So this is my second set of fun folds. So we've got these split panel cards, super fun. And I love, love, love the colors. This is probably my favorite stamp in the whole set. And there's some great stamps in this stamp set. And then I finished with one pair of super, super simple cards, just to kind of showcase the ribbon and the paper. And of course, you get all of these die cuts and everything. So that's a $39 subscription. If you don't want to do the subscription, you can try it for a month here and there. But when you do the subscription, you do get a $25 product bonus after 6 months consecutively. And then I also give you the opportunity to add on some extras. So let's see what we are going to do with inked and tiled. So I had a bunch of, well, let me show you. This is what was left from my design work. So I thought, well, let's do something with them and see what we come up with. Now, some people call this throwdown. It's just kind of the way I typically create. And that is kind of bringing some stuff together, playing with it, and seeing, settling with what we like best. Now, let's see. I don't see a bone folder over here. Let me grab a bone folder. Of course, I have about, there it is. I have about 8, and then I can never find one. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go with Calypso Coral, and because the paper that I decided I wanted to key off of is, hey, Carol, I'm glad you like these colors. I wanted to key off, this is probably my favorite piece of paper in this whole pack. And when I went to start working with this, I wanted a 4 by 5 1/4 layer, and this is a little bit smaller. So I thought, well, what if I put Very Vanilla behind this? And that I think I like. So I think I'm going to go with that, and I think I'm going to go ahead and stick it down. Yeah, let's be brave. So we'll go ahead and put this down. You see every side of the paper you're going to love. And that's why with your Twist Club for September, you're going to get 2 of each piece because, yeah, I like both sides of most of these. And some of them, I'm just crazy about the pattern, and I want to use a lot of them. So this is a designer series paper card. We're going to use a lot of different patterns. We're going to mix them and match them and see how we get on. Hey, Marcia, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you here tonight. Now, these were in my stash of little die cuts I haven't used, and I thought maybe, particularly these Cajun Craze ones, I thought these might be kind of a fun little element in here, but we'll see how we get on. Now, I'm going to put one of these on the inside because anytime we are have a dark color cardstock, I prefer to have a light color insert because it just makes it easier to write. And I also might bring a little bit of stamping in here, although my Calypso Coral ink pad and my Cajun Craze ink pad are already packed for Saturday. And my Pretty Peacock, so I've pulled in Lost Lagoon. It's a little bit lighter than what I would want to go here, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, so now I'm either going to lay this down. That changes things, doesn't it? Or I'm going to lay down a slightly smaller piece, and then we are going to add some, I think I want to go there, but we'll see, And I could maybe pop this like so. I don't know. Now, we are going to get these punches out and we're going to make a little quilt. And this is the super fun part. So I think kind of loving the leaves and kind of leaning into fall, I'm going to take this small leaf pattern and I'm going to punch 3. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And I think I'm going to put these here like so. We'll see. And then we are going to, I might need a darker color under that. Let's see. Does that stand out more on here? Probably. Oh yeah. I think the yellow is too pale. I think that's going to be a better fit. Yep. Okay. That's what we're going to do. And so I was actually going to put some of that Lost Lagoon, but maybe we will just go with the crushed curry. So let's see if we do 1, 2, 3. And you know, I love repeating patterns. And this stamp, all of these are stamps as well in the stamp set. So loads of fun to work with. So let's see if we go here, and then here, and then here, and then here. You see how it's like a little Jenga game, but it's really kind of just like putting a quilt together. So let's go here and let's go here. But I think, now on my, let me show you my quilt cards for club. So these are my twist club cards and I left some space in between. I think on this one, I'm gonna butt them right up against each other like an actual, you know, well, more like an actual quilt. So if I do that, I think that's kind of a cool look. So now just for kicks, let's look to see if we went with the darker, you see how much darker this crushed curry piece is than this one? So let's see what happens. No, I want the tic-tac-toe one. Let's see. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And let's see if we like that higher contrast. And as much as I love these little leaves, it might just be too light. Now, I don't want that side. So let's see. Oh, I do like that stronger yellow. See what I mean? So let's try that. Now, where'd my third one go? There it is. So let's go there. And I don't know, if we're going there, I think that's too much vanilla. I think we need some more of the crushed curry. So let's see. And I think that's still going to be too much vanilla, too much pattern. Now we could go back to our leaves. Ooh, now this might be fun. This might be a lot of fun. So let's try, where's my little kind of star pattern here? I think that might be the ticket. Oh, I think I like that. See how much stronger that is? And it is just like, you know, playing around with a quilt. It's just like playing with fabric, with little shapes. So I do like that one. And like I said, these are just offcuts from where I was designing and playing. And see, even this one, I love, love, love this pattern, but I think it's going to be too much of the vanilla coming through, where this, somehow that little polka dot is a little bit softer. So let's go with 2 more of them. And, okay, I think we are ready to put together, except that I'm going to need to trim this down. Let's see what we should do here. I think we want this to be about 4 by 3. Let's see. I don't know what size that is. Let's see. Let me grab my little my trimmer. Let's see what this is. Okay. Got some paper stuck in there from last time. Okay, so that's 3 1/4. So maybe we'll go to 4 1/4 and see what happens with that. I think it's going to be a little bit too big, but let's try it. So 4¼ by 3¼ Oh, well, that just kind of ended up in a different way than I expected. I don't know why I was chopping that. I meant to chop this one. Okay, here we go, and here we go, and here we go, and here we go. So I think that honestly, I think I'm going to trim this down a little bit, just on the width, not the length. So what do you guys think about this paper? I think it's pretty amazing. And it's all the colors of fall, and it looks really good with Cajun Craze. It looks really good with what do you call it? Pretty Peacock. I'm gonna get that little tree trunk in there somehow. So let's see now. If we go here, okay, and if we go here, and then we go here. I like it. Okay. Okay, so I kind of have, now I'm going to use my liquid glue. Y'all know I'm a big, huge fan of seal. But on something like this, I need just a little, excuse me, a little touch of glue on the corners. Oh no, they see that would be pretty too. There's just so many patterns on here that you're going to fall in love with and just want to use them all. Okay. I see. I splodge because I get too much ink on there. Okay, here we go. So just a reminder that my Twist Club, you need to sign up by the 12th. So by the 12th of September. I think that's going to be too far down. Yeah, let's bring this down a little bit. And that's why I'm letting you know now. And you can do just a 1 month. So if you don't want to subscribe, you can do the 1 month, but I will tell you that it's a whole lot easier just to subscribe, because then it's all done for you. It automatically, just bills you $39. And the good thing is that you can cancel at any time, but if you hang with me for 6 months straight, then I'm going to send you a little product bonus, $25 product bonus in a little bag with some cute things. I've got some, I'm going to have to cover that. I've got some glue where I don't want it, right there. So we're going to have to cover that. Am I making a total mess of this? Well, this is what I like to do on camera. I like to just kind of have fun with you guys. Hey, Pam, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that so very much. So we're just kind of interconnecting these little guys. And then we're going to add a greeting. I think that's about all we're going to add. And you know what? I think that if it's a little bit like too narrow on one side or something, I think I'll just trim the edge. Because honestly, I don't think it's meant to be perfect. And this probably should have been my trial piece, not my final piece, but I like to live dangerously when it comes to crafting. I just don't have a lot of patience, so I need it to work the first time out. Okay, so there's my little quilt, and it probably needs to be trimmed a little bit on that end, but to be honest, I don't think you're going to notice once it's there. Now, one thing I could do, I could trim this down a little bit, and I could add a little bit of, hey Nancy, I'm glad you are here. I could add just a little bit of Pretty Peacock, we could do, see, I don't need a whole layer. How about if I just do that? Do we like that little tree trunk, little, what do you call that? Not a tree trunk. Hey Shirley, I'm glad you're here. It's not a tree trunk, it's a tree ring. Thank you. Let me grab some cardstock. Do we want a little bit of Pretty Peacock under there to just kind of set everything off? It does remind me of tic-tac-toe as well. I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to trim this down just a wee bit and then add a layer of Pretty Peacock underneath it. I think that you could probably make a tic-tac-toe game for kids with this that would be super fun. You know, like a little busy bag, something for the car, something for church. I think I'm going to trim this just a little bit here. And then, oh yeah, and this is, let's see, I think my piece is 3 by 4 and a little. So maybe if we do just a micro layer and we do just a tiny, tiny little bit. Okay, so Corinne does not like the tree ring. Okay, that's what I need to know. Maybe it's a little bit too much. So there's my 4. And let's go with 3 and an 1/8. Let's see if that gives us, okay, so Margaret's not keen on it either. Okay, we'll save that for another project. That's why we have those little, you know, we put those in little boxes when we have extras from something. I mean, look at those colors. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, now I'm going to need to trim this piece down just a little bit more. I basically cut this the same as this. Okay, but I do like that little bit of Pretty Peacock under there because these are, you know, these colors are fairly soft, and I think this is going to give us just a wee bit of contrast, and I just knocked the edge off that. C'est la vie. Ay, 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 candy. Sometimes when I stamp on the fly, it works out really well. Other times, not so much. But y'all love me anyway. I like to keep it real. This is real life crafting, you know? I don't know, it just doesn't usually, as a rule, I don't like make it all up ahead of time and then recreate it on camera. I don't know, that just doesn't usually work for me. Not that that's anything wrong with it, it's just not the way my brain usually works. I wish I were that organized. Oh yeah, see, I think that's better. I got a lot of glue on there, so I got to figure out a way to cover that up. But I think I have a plan. Okay, so look at that. So now we are going to take this and put it down here. Oh. See, all that glue is sticking where I don't want it to stick. I do think that the Pretty Peacock helps to kind of set everything off because you got a lot of yellow and orange here together. And because they're in the same family, they can get a little bit, you know, you can get a little bit too much of a good thing there. So I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, and you remember that this month with my, or I should say September, upcoming month, for Twist Club, everybody's going to get a pack of dimensionals, which I think everybody needs more dimensionals. And all I'm doing is I like to just press my nail in the center, and it pops up the edges, and it makes it really easy for them to come up. So now that is there. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So now I'm going to grab a piece. I'm going to grab a, let's see what we're going to do here. Do we want to put thank you? I think I might want to put one of these small ones. Just a note. I like that. And then, oh, I'm going to put this on the inside of my card because of the leaf. And hey, Jolene, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm loving these colors. I'm trying to get a little fall vibe going here. Because here in Texas, we need some fall. Whew. Okay, now this is going to be too light to stamp on. You know what? I probably need to do that in vanilla. That's too much. Let me grab a piece of vanilla cardstock because I think it's going to be too much color. Think of that. Oh yeah, see, sometimes there's so much color there, your eye needs a little bit of relief. And I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon. Yeah, 109 up your way, Marcia. Oh, God bless you. Oh, it's been just so rough. Yeah, Corinne, are you supposed to get a little bit of rain? They're teasing us that we might have a little bit coming our way. That would be terrific if that were the case. Now, I'm going to take this little punch here, and let's just see. Let's see if we can get this to go. Ay, ay, ay. Ha-ha. I'm trying to get it to go through one of these little, ha-ha. There we go. So if I get, see what I'm doing here? Let me lop that off a little bit so it'll sit in my punch a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Probably making you seasick watching. Okay, so I'm centering just a note, and then I'm just going to trim these edges, and then I have that nifty little, look at that, pretty cute, isn't it? I like that little shape. Trim it just a little bit more. I think that that is pretty darn cute. Just a note. So Margaret, you got a little bit of rain? Now the electricity's out. Ay, ay, ay. That I would not wish on anybody this summer. Oh, it's been so, so hot. Okay, so I think that I'm just going to lay this flat versus popping it up on dimensionals. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to just lay this flat. Dare I put any more liquid glue? No, because I've got glue going everywhere now. Okay, so let's do that, kind of like that. And now we're going to put some bling, and my bling is going to help me cover where I've got some excess glue. So I got several choices here. Now I've got these neutrals, sequins. I think that's too much orange and brown. Now these are the brushed metallic. I kind of like that gold. I even like that kind of rose gold, and even that one looks kind of good. I kind of like that. I pulled these out because this pretty peacock might be a nice pop of color there. And then I had one more. I had those little, these little tiny gold butterflies might look really sweet because they would be really subtle. So I'm going to wait a minute and see what people will vote for. See how tiny these are? They would just be, yeah, they kind of get lost, to be honest. Yeah, I think I know which one I'm leaning towards, but I'm going to see what everybody else says. So I've got my pretty peacock, I've got my brushed metallics, and I have my neutral sequins. Now I could also bring in a little touch pretty peacock. See, that's what I was thinking too. Oh, and Corinne's saying the same thing. Okay, great minds thinking alike, ladies. Let's just go with it. I think that this pop of color is just what we need. So let's pop these little guys and see if we can cover up some of my excess glue, and in the process just create a nice little bit of color and a little bit of bling. And I think that that is going to, oh, and Marcia was liking the brush. Okay. That was, I will say that was my second choice, and I'm not just sucking up here. I'm serious. That was my choice until I pulled out these other sequins, and then I went, oh, well, that's just going to kind of have to win. Do I add more? Yes. There's one more there, and let's just add one more up here at the top. I like it to be raining down with sequins or whatever I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. What do we think? So now let's put a little bit of color on the inside with our stamp because it's so pretty. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous stamp. It's my favorite one in the set. So what I'm going to do, because I've already stuck this down, well, I think it'll be okay. Let's just, I don't need all that stem. So I think what I'm going to do is, oh, Jolene, your electricity was out for 5 hours. Oh my. and then another night for 2 hours. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I'm telling you what, it's been a summer for the records for a lot of folks. Now I'm going to put this right here because I don't want to put my ink down in that Calypso Coral, and I've already stuck this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. And again, this is my Lost Lagoon ink. And then I'm just going to go right next to it without re-inking. And look how pretty. Look how pretty and soft. So there we go. Just a note. Super fun, quick and easy. My little Jenga game, my little tic-tac-toe game. And yeah, this just was not going to work on this particular card. We will come back to this. We will circle back to this at some point, because I do think that the way I like to use these the most is like that, just to use a little piece of one. So, okay, so Corinne, you had electricity poles going down in your house, in your hometown too. 3 to 4 days. Oh my. In this heat, that would be really rough. Oof. Well, ladies, I sure thank you for hanging out with me here tonight. Be sure to leave a comment if you're watching the replay, or if you're just hanging out here and lurking and you haven't checked in with us yet. Be sure to leave a comment, and you will go into the drawing. Jennifer does all the drawings and mails out the prizes for me, which is a tremendous help. And you can find her at facebook.com/fabulous stamper. So she is my trusty helper on Facebook, and I like to give her a little bit of kudos and let people know about where they can find her. And yeah, so Mary, I'm glad you like the way the colors came together. And just a reminder, I'm going to put the registration link in the title of this, because I always have to go back and add the title. But remember that this is Twist Club coming up for September, leaning into fall and tapping into this awesome ribbon from the mini catalog. So Sharon, you're going to do, okay. And that's, Sharon, I'm not sure if you're saying you're going to enjoy the PDF or if you're going to just get the PDF. So that is an option. With the Twist Club, you get the PDF, you get the video, you get everything, but you can purchase just the PDF. So some of y'all have all of your own stuff. You want to cut, you want to die cut, you want to punch all your own stuff, and you can purchase just the tutorial. And of course that works really well for people who are in other countries as well. If you're in Canada or if in the UK or any place, then the PDF tutorial works great for you. So yeah, Sharon, you did. I remember you got the PDF for this month. And Christy is here for the first time. I'm so glad you joined us. So again, just using some of the same elements from my Twist Club for a sweet card that I think would bring anybody a smile. And I think this is a really good way to use your offcuts. You know, when you have all these little bits and pieces, it's almost like a crazy quilt. Just put them together, punch them out, and make something pretty. So, hey, Char, I'm glad you're here from Wisconsin. We're just wrapping up. So you can click replay when I close this out. If you are watching on YouTube, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and to give me a thumbs up. And also here on my facebook.com/sweetstamper Facebook page. So remember, I am at sweetstamper.com. That is my blog. And I typically... depends on how far behind I'm running. I typically put the videos from here on there, as well as a lot of other extra cards and lots of extra projects on there. So lots of fun ways to get inspired. Thank you again for tuning in. I will see you next Thursday. I will be broadcasting live from Las Vegas. I'm leaving next Thursday morning for the Stampin' Up! Leadership Conference, and I'm so excited. I have a couple of team members going, and I'm going to be hanging out with some of my leader friends and getting a lot of good training and inspiration about how better to serve you and to also better serve my team. I have a fabulous team. We are the Southern Sweet Stampers, and if you would like to get in on, let me show you. If you are not yet a demonstrator, which is the best way to interact with Stampin' Up, if you would like to go ahead and start getting stuff out of this mini catalog like I'm getting, you can join my Southern Sweet Stampers team. We have a very active team. We have a very active Facebook group. Lots of fun, lots of creativity, lots of ways to earn prizes and get your questions answered, and just for us to cheer each other on. So let me know if that is something that interests you. In the meantime, take care and God bless.